Jesus, I want you.
Hello guys,
Hello guys,
my name is Herb
my name is Sade.
and we are starting our very first
Podcast, innit?
podcast.
This is our
Podcast
first video.
Yeah, like podcast slash like YouTube channel, you know. Since we were young, we've always wanted to do like a YouTube video.
Literally.
Very much. But like, you know, we were always so scared to
And
like
procrastinate and that.
yeah, very hard on procrastination, but
You're supposed to do this a month ago.
yeah. Sorry also if you hear background noises. But yeah, we were supposed to do this, and for a long time we always wanted to do.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
I don't know why we're talking with the UK accent, but like anyways.
I don't know why she's talking like that. Me, a second, let me
Really
not
from
lie.
the UK. Anyway, so
Yeah. Those were our like cousins, kind of.
that came in the room. So just like an introduction. This is basically like an introduction video. So for our YouTube channel, we're mostly gonna be trying to focus on like Christian podcasts. You know, really talking. And with the podcast, I'm gonna just leave it there, and we'll get more into deep with it later on. But yeah, it's mostly gonna be about like podcasts, maybe some like random vlogs. We're gonna be trying to do podcasts with our friends too, and just like basically just seeing who we are, basically, you know. So do you want to start talk about the podcast?
All right. So literally, we're originated from basically. So sometimes, like a while ago, me and Hope used to do Bible study together. Like, okay, right now though, we're in a Christian clubs and we are like co-leaders. Like we have 4 leaders and we're one of. No, we have 5, and we're one of them, right? But before that, we always used to. Well, not always, but sometimes we did like Bible study together, and then that's when like we would branch. Like we would do Bible study, and then we would relate it back to our lives, right? And then we'd be like, dang, like this is so deep, like we're just speaking, so like we felt like other people needed to hear that too. So then, and this was like I feel like 2 years ago, a year ago.
Like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but what's it called? Like every time me and Sade did like talks, like we would just be in a room just talking. Like, you know, after Bible stuff, we'd just be talking, and then out of the talking, I realized that like deep messages really just come out of these, and then but it's not being heard anywhere. We're just saying it to ourselves, you know. So I remember this one day, me and Shadi were doing Bible study, and then Shadi was like, bro, like people should really hear about this, and I was like, you're right. So we started, I prayed to God a lot to confirm if this was something that we should really be doing. And God confirmed in a way that, you know, let's start a podcast, you feel me? And one thing that I really loved about this is because we're teenagers. There's not, well, so far I've seen, there's not a lot of teenage podcast Christian, you know, like, I don't see a lot of that. So, like, especially with the youth, as we're youth, we want to mostly be talking to the youth. Because we face the same challenges, you know, we face the same struggles and everything. So why not make a podcast with the youth? You feel me? So that's really how it originated. What should we talk about now?
Sorry. What did I want to say? I forgot. So one person I did see is this girl from the UK. Her name is Official Didi. I think she's like 18, 19. But that's literally like the only person I've seen that's like around our age group. And we're 17. So I feel like us being like young. Yeah, us being that age, like we're able to reach people. Cause you know, me, I love listening to podcasts, and like it's usually like older people. It's usually people in their 20s, like early 20s, and it's like, dang, I wanna like listen to people who are my age to like to understand, like, dang, I'm not the only one going through this, and like yeah,
that's really real. And another thing I wanted to say too is that I feel like this is like a fellowship, you know, like I feel like especially when Christians gather all up together and we fellowship together, it builds up like Ashai was saying, like sometimes like when did you say that? I don't know. But sometimes, you know, when we all face our different struggles and challenges in life, you know, we don't know who can relate to us. So if we all fellowshipping together and sharing problems and situations that each and every one of us face, like coming together, you know, and just like uniting, I feel like can really help. That's why we're really trying to start this podcast too, because you know we all face different challenges, you know, and some might not know how to deal with the certain situation they're going through. So we just want to stand here as like, yeah, you know, I feel, you know, I went through the same thing. Let's talk about it, basically.
Like for example, I think one time, like Hope had told me, I think it was the day before. So prior to this event, Hope had told me like she had announced, well not announced, but she basically gave a testimony in our club that like she saw the spirit of Jezebel, and like basically was able to like face it and all that stuff. And mind you, the next day we had a Bible study, and one of the people were like explaining that they went through the same exact thing, and like, you know,
okay, we're about to sing happy birthday.
Okay.
And like, you know, what's it called? Like I didn't know how to, I don't know what to say, because like, you know, I'd never experienced that. But since Hope told me, like I told her, you know, like join. Like I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, but by us talking, like it helps people. It lets people know, like, yeah, since you've gone through this and you've come through it, I can too. And then like the way you came through it can help someone else.
Very much.
Like just sharing your experiences. But yeah.
So we don't want to get too much into deep, because we definitely gonna do that when we get into the topics. But this is just like an introduction. So I guess like the last thing we could really be saying right now is our testimonies. You know, introducing ourselves with our testimonies of how we really came to Christ. So do you want to start off, or do you?
I can go. Okay. So for me, like I grew up like in a Christian household, typical. My grandmother was Christian, my mom was, so it was just like for me to follow. But I would say like when I was younger, my dad was Muslim, and like he wasn't really as pushy as my grandmother was. So like I don't know why I said that, but I'm just like giving you guys a backstory. So yeah, I went to church with my grandmother. We always used to go to like they had night vigil like Thursdays and Friday. I would be there every time. But you know, like I would, like, you know how people say like just because you go to church on Sunday doesn't make you a Christian. Like that's the type of Christian I was, like, and I was like 12. Like not to say like, I don't know how to say this, like not to say like because you're young you can't like know God, but I'm just saying that's how I was. Like I didn't really know God. I knew my grandmother's God. I would like see my grandmother, like I would see people in my church catch the Holy Spirit. I'm like, oh, she's just doing too much. Like I didn't really know what was happening. I just knew this was the place where I had to be because my grandmother woke me up early in the morning and I had no other choice but to be here. So yeah, so then I moved to Maryland like 3 years ago, and I think that was honestly like by the grace of God, because like I feel like that's when I really got saved, like by me moving here. So yeah, I'm gonna just give you guys what happened. So this is when I feel like I got saved. So basically, me and Hope, we usually have like debates. If you guys don't know, yeah, Hope is very, very a debated person. Me too, but I feel like, yeah.
I love debates.
So we were debating about different topics. Like we were talking about racism. Then we just got into the topic of abortion. And Hope was pro-life and I was pro-choice. And I was basically saying like, you know, who is God to tell someone what to do with their own body, blah, 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 blah. You know, just like, mind you, I have never heard that verse in the Bible where like, I'll just get to that down the line. But yeah, so we were basically talking about abortion, and that's when Hope's sister, her older sister, my cousin, oh dang, they're singing. We'll be back, guys.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
We're back.
All right, you know, we're back in that. We just have to sing happy birthday to our cousin, her nephew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, we were talking about abortion, and then that's when her sister had heard like what I believed, and then she started crying. Like, no, she explained to me like why. Like she told me what the Bible said, and then she started crying, and I was like, oh, like I just felt like it was just like that simple. Like it's her body, she can do whatever she wants. Like who are you to tell her? You feel me? And then that's when, that's her yelling right now. But yeah, that's when like I feel like I just felt convicted. Like sheesh, like that's when I started crying. And then yeah. I don't know. I feel like I didn't really explain it properly, but yeah. So after then like we would attend church like online and stuff, and like I was really like trying to like understand.
No, I was just saying sorry for the noise.
Oh, but yeah, I was really trying to like understand what is actually going on, like, and then I started like to read my Bible more and stuff like that. And then yeah, and then in 10th grade, that's when I actually joined the Christian club, because I was just like looking for ways to understand who this God is and like actually get to know him, because like I always felt like I didn't know God for myself. Like, I know who people say God is, I've seen what he does for people, but like, okay, that's their God. Like, I don't know who he is for me. So yeah, I feel like I think that was 2019. I think it was during COVID. No, it was 2020. So yeah, that's when this whole journey started. But yeah, I think in October of 2021 or 2020, that's when I got baptized. We all got baptized together. I actually want to get baptized again.
Real.
Cause like,
very real.
I don't know. I just feel the need to, like, yeah. Yeah. So also Hope's sister, she actually played a big role in me, finding God, as well as Hope too. Like, I feel like they really helped me spiritually. Like, I really feel like God sent me to Maryland for me to spiritually grow. Cause like in New Jersey, like of course, like we went to church and stuff like that, but like we really didn't know God. Like I would see my grandmother pray and all this stuff, and it's like I don't really understand what is going on. But here, like, I feel like I actually understood, or well, they were trying to help me understand. Like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, this journey, it really has not been easy. Like, there's been ups and downs, many. Like, it has not been smooth. And like, it's still a work in progress for sure, but I am definitely getting there. I'm definitely trying, yeah, I don't know if I actually answered the question.
Okay, I'm so sorry for all the interruptions, but so I guess I'll tell you my story now about how I got saved. So just as Shadi said, I was born into a Christian family. Like ever since I was young, always church on Sundays, waking up so early for church. Every Sunday as a family, around evening, we'll always come together and do like a little family Bible study. But during those times, I was never really like connected. Like, I just did it because I was forced to. And like, I just know that the only feeling I had during those Bible studies was I would have a spirit of fear every time hell was mentioned. Like, all the time. I wouldn't really like know God and everything. Of course, I know the books of the Bible and the stories of the Bible, but I didn't really fully comprehend it. And then like the only thing that really caught my attention was hell. That was it, right? So around that time, I don't remember what, I think I was in like 7th grade, I think. So around that time, it really was just like I was just following my parents' God. Like, I wasn't connected in any sort of way. I just did what I was told to do. So there's this one particular day. It was so funny because it was like a worldwide. It was like not a worldwide. It was like a what's that thing called? They were doing this thing in school when they were doing like a walkout or something, and I really wanted to be there. But on that same day, I had a doctor's appointment. So I was just like, all right then, I'm gonna just go to my doctor's appointment, whatever. So we went to my doctor's appointment, and then we were coming home. Around that time, I hated looking at graves. Like, graves just terrified me, right? So I hated looking at graves. But there's just one, that time we were coming back from the doctor's appointment, I looked at the grave next to me. And then suddenly I just like overwhelmed with fear, right? Like, the feeling was so strong that I literally had to lay down in the back of the car because of how scary it was. and then it's like I just saw like a vision of hell. Like I saw people just, it was like fire everywhere, it was red everywhere, it was dark everywhere, it was just so much. And I was like, yo, what? Like as soon as that thing happened, I lay down in the car. I was so scared. I was like, what is happening? What's going on? And around that time, I didn't have a communication with God, so I was just like, I didn't say like God was happening to me, because I didn't know what was going on. I was just scared, right? So ever since that day, when I got home, I was like, yo, something got to change, because there's no way I'm not going there. Like, that's not my portion by God's grace. So I was just like, yeah, something definitely got to change. And from then on, I just really it's not that it was like a thing that like, okay, something happened and I just immediately started to know God. No, it's just that I tried to get closer to him. Like I tried to, like, every time I was reading like you know, the known stories of the Bible, like Joseph, Moses, and everything, I actually tried to comprehend it rather than just reading just to read, right? So like I was understanding a little bit, I was reading my Bible more, I was trying to pray more, and I was just trying to spend time with God more, you know. And then that's when, like, I guess that's when, like, I started to be like, okay, I'm not serving just my parents' God. I'm like, I know who I'm serving now. You feel me? Like, I'm serving the Most High. You feel? So like, that's really how I got saved. As Shadi said, we got baptized a few years ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
2021, I think, right?
I know it was in October.
Yeah, it was. I think like 2 years ago we got baptized. As Shadi said, I definitely want to get baptized again, because I know that baptism is not something like, okay, I get baptized when I'm like, okay, I'm ready, you know, like it's an act to show, okay, I serve the Lord and this is the Lord I serve, so let me just, like, you know, let me show,
basically surrendering.
Let me surrender, basically, right? But I don't think that I was like really just like the baptism wasn't a special, it didn't feel like a special moment to me, you know. So I definitely want to get baptized again. But that was just our story and our testimonies of how we got saved. I said what, so we don't exactly know when we'll be posting. We will definitely try to post at least once a week. Because, you know, we have school, we have a lot of things handling out. So we're definitely going to be trying to post at least once a week. And I think that's really it with our testimonies and everything.
I'm trying to look for it.
Yeah, she's trying to look for the day we got baptized, but I'm pretty sure it was like 2 years ago. It was near COVID or something. Are you trying to show it?
Yeah, not show it, but like just give the date.
Oh, the date. But yeah, so like maybe, let's do an interactive kind of stuff. Maybe like if you guys are watching, you guys can put in the comments what
questions.
Was
your we should do a
Q&A
next video.
Yeah, we should definitely do Q&A. We're definitely gonna be trying to do Q&As. We're gonna post it on our Insta to see.
We should make an Insta for this too.
Yeah, we're gonna make an Insta.
But sorry, one thing I wanted to say is like, to add on to what Hope said, like the baptism didn't feel special. Like, you know, like when something special happens, you will remember the day, the time, like all of that. But like, you see, we can't even remember. So I'm not trying to say like we just did it just to do it, but like it wasn't.
It didn't feel like, I mean, but actually, let me say one more thing about that, right? Don't let that stop you from saying that, okay, I have to wait for this specific special moment to get baptized. Like, baptism doesn't work that way. Baptism is like a show of commitment. Like, Lord, I'm surrendering to you, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was October 10th. 2021.
Yeah, it's October 10th, 2021. So it's like don't let that like stop you. You feel me? Don't let that stop you.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for
the perfect moment or the perfect, you know, the perfect.
Just as long as you know, like, I don't want to live this life anymore. I just want to live for God. Then just go ahead and do it.
Do it. Do it. But yeah, that was our introduction video. We're gonna have a blast editing this because of all the noise in the background. But
she's gonna have a blast. I'm not an editor.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, y'all should subscribe to her YouTube. What's her YouTube?
No. It's okay. No.
Anyways, y'all should subscribe to my YouTube.
Yeah.
It's 𝐘𝐨𝐿. We should link our Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna link our Instagram in the bio.
Oh, what's our YouTube name again?
Wonderfully Made.
Yeah, so our YouTube name is Wonderfully Made. If you guys like it, let us know in the comments what you
Actually,
think.
let's do a poll. Okay, let's do a poll. Do you think it should be Wonderfully Made or 𝐂𝐴𝐿 and Her?
Oh gosh.
I think it should be 𝐂𝐴𝐿 and Her.
Wonderfully Made.
Listen, this was my idea. I think that Wonderfully Made should be our podcast name, and our YouTube name should be 𝐂𝐴𝐿 and Hope.
No.
But we gonna vote. We gonna vote.
Y'all
Whoever
are
wins,
gonna vote.
yeah, y'all gonna
but
vote.
see, me, I feel like 𝐂𝐴𝐿 and Hope is just so basic and so like.
People be having YouTube names with their names, you feel, but like, you know, we gonna let you settle the differences. We gonna let you settle the differences.
Wonderfully Made could be our Instagram, our TikTok, all of the above. Like it'd be like, hey guys, oh my gosh. Hey guys, welcome back to Wonderfully Made. We're gonna have a new YouTube video. Da 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 da. Like you feel me? It just smooth. Hey guys, welcome back to 𝐂𝐴𝐿 and Hope. Like
no, hey guys, welcome back to
𝐂𝐴𝐿
and Hope. You feel me? Like
no.
And then that'll be like our regular vlogs.
No.
And then when we do podcasts, hey guys, welcome back to Wonderfully Made by 𝐂𝐴𝐿 and Hope. You feel? But yeah, I think that's really it. We're definitely gonna be doing Q&As. Maybe the next video to just show who we are as a person.
Yeah. We should do a school vlog.
Yeah, we're
All
just gonna
that,
do
all
that.
Y'all should let us know what type of videos y'all want to see though. Like,
please,
definitely drop them below.
Very much.
Hope is gonna put a comment thing right here. So yeah, drop them. Right here.
down below.
And like and subscribe. Make sure you put it right there. She gonna have fun doing that.
Subscribe. I mean, yeah, that's gonna take me a while. Anyways, though, it was nice talking. You feel? It was a nice conversation, a nice introduction. Sir, we're gonna see y'all later. You feel?
Wait, let's do
the
talk. So just basic info. We are seniors in high school.
We gonna do that in the Q&A.
Too much. Okay. Bye guys. Later.
No, we're gonna say our thing with
See ya.
Okay.
Oh, girl.
We can bring that back from the YouTube channel. Just for the YouTube channel.
See ya.
Later,
guys.
Adios.